Hey, Black, you said.
Hey, Black, they want to hear this shit?
Yeah,
Okay, listen. Okay, look. Hop out the Lambo, it's two men, little bitches. They want to suck on my dick. I'm like, hold on. Let me say it one time. Hop out the Lambo, it was just two bitches. They want to suck on my dick. I'm like, hold on. I get the money, boo. Oh, wait. Let me say it one time. Hop out the Lambo, yeah, it was me and Black. Got a bad bitch, oh my God, where's the pussy whack? I don't want you, baby girl, your head whack. Whenever I'm swear to God, got a Draco and a Mac. I can never really like though. I got a bad bitch, swear to God, she a good hoe. She want to suck on the dick like a tippy toe. I say, Black, where you at? He like, where you go? And we sipping on purple. I got a bad bitch, swear to God, she like Urkel. No, that baby like Urkel. I get money in, you already know though. I ain't even, hold on. Go to the motherfucking swag. Shh. Alexander McQueen on my feet though. Got a bad bitch, she smoking on Guito. And my blunt so big like Ito. Me and Black smoking weed, what you do though?
Dexter Taiwan Gore Jr., aka Famous Dex, born September 6, 1993. Today's feature brings up a lot of questions hip-hop fans have on new artists like Famous Dex that enter the game. Questions like who let them in? Are artists like this serious about music? Has hip-hop changed into something different for the foreseeable future? What is the effect of music like this? And most importantly, what happened to hip-hop as we once knew it, where things like lyrics, substance, authenticity, and being a one of one have all been traded for saying whatever comes to mind, mumbling on records, everyone has ops they intend to do the worst harm to, copying each other's trend, and of course, becoming the consumer and not the dealer. The truth is, all of that is correct and is happening or has been happening right before our eyes. In short, the most important element to this change has come as a result of social media. Social popularity has created a microwavable form of hip-hop music as artists now want to get it all out as quick as possible to stay in the light. So they popularized the fact that no one writes anymore. It's actually now standard for artists not to take a notepad or phone in the booth, make up whatever, punch in every bar, and be done as quick as possible, no matter what you say once the beat is hot. Were they the first? No. I remember the first time I heard of this was Jay-Z. Only when Jay-Z did it, we saw him as a special rarity, and not many other artists tried to do it until Lil Wayne. But when Jay-Z did it, they were rhymes he's been formulating and rehearsing in his head for some time. Then he releases them in the booth. Therefore, most times when he's ready to lay it down, he can get it in one take or no more than two. So it's like he's still writing, just on the go. There's art to that. There's difficulty there, more than an actual writer. There's preparation, execution, and the bars are fire, the flows are fire, the concept is deep, and it takes years to practice. Cause let's not act like Jay-Z's concepts were always that. What I'm trying to say is, hip-hop has changed. It is different, and the method of how it's cooked up and sold are a product of being rushed in order to stay popular on social media. It's a natural evolution. It's hip-hop's evolution, whether the old heads like it or not. Famous Dex represents that anyone can do it, that the consumers can now be praised, and that there's art in trash. Because what has always been said about trash, one man's what is another man's what? Okay, now let's talk about Famous Dex and how he went from prime face of the evolution to a complete dead while alive rapper. Let's talk about it. It's your boy Jay-Z, Stunted Growth Music. Let's get it, man. Famous Dex is from Chicago, Illinois, the new Chicago, not the Twista and Kanye West Chicago. The one where it's impossible for black men to live a block away from each other without conflict. And then there's the side Famous Dex was on, the house party on the weekends to promote your new music side. Dex has always been about the music and used to throw house parties every weekend, and everyone from the block would attend. He would continue releasing music but took things more serious when his mother passed away in 2014. His debut mixtape dropped 2015 called Never Seen It Coming that was well received by the new microwaved era. Not that anything's the matter with that listener, because I enjoy some of Famous Dex's music as well. His song Japan being one of my favorites. In 2016, he signed to rapper Rich the Kid /300 Entertainment and his popularity rose. Stunt number 1, signing to Rich the Kid. In hip-hop, signing to an artist is a big move. Not at all frowned upon, but one has to carefully consider the move beforehand or things can turn out a lot more difficult than expected. Or, in the case of Famous Dex, your career can be capped off by the success of the rapper you're signed to. Signing to Jay-Z presents a lot of opportunity because he's raised the ceiling so high around his umbrella that you can go as high as you want because of his music status and connections even outside of it. Signing to a guy like DaBaby, on the other hand, you're crippled whenever he's crippled. If he remains canceled, you remain canceled. If he can't book big shows, you being under him and his opening act, you can't book big shows. Not ones that move the needle of your career. Rich the Kid has done great for himself, but he adds nothing to an artist if you sign to him, except of course he'll woo you with his money or have you at a big show to perform or flex his lifestyle to you with encouragement that if you sign with him, you could get the same. He himself is still fighting for his place in hip-hop and things aren't going so well. Yes, he's making money. It's 2022, everyone is. Respect is what builds legacy. Dex signing to an artist like that was a lateral move. He could have been bigger than Rich the Kid, or at least Rich the Kid, but allowed himself to be capped off as Rich being his new ceiling. That's how it looked when news broke he signed there. I get why he did, because Rich helped him, took him out of a slow grind, and microwaved him into instant clout, which is sometimes all these new artists really want. Credit to Rich because he saw an opportunity and he took it. He saw the star Famous Dex had the potential to be with his personality, original flavor, along with his passion for music, so he signed him. To Dex, it was the greatest thing ever. To Rich, I'm sure business is business. The two would eventually begin an on-again, off-again feud in 2018. Stunt number 2, domestic assault caught on tape. The second reason I think Famous Dex or Dexter has lost his position and ultimately missed his train was because of the assault caught on tape of him beating his girlfriend in 2016 for allegedly cheating on him. This incident alone really cost Dexter in an important time in hip-hop music and his life as a musician. By 2016, a new wave had hit the hip-hop genre as the young, drugged-out, colored-haired, opinionated, social media-raised mumble rappers boom rushed the gates and let themselves in. The culmination of that year for new artists is making the XXL freshman list, cementing to the social world that you are one of the ones next up. Famous Dex was right in the mix with the new age rapper at the time. He had the colored hair, drugs, mumble thing all down to a science and was a shoo-in for the 2016 or 17 list as he was one of the more popular faces of mumble rap in general. Uzi, Cardi, Kodak, Ugly God, Yachty, Triple X, 21 Savage, and Famous Dex. Only all those guys made it and Dex did not. When XXL was asked why he wasn't chosen, they explained it was mainly because of the video of him assaulting his girlfriend. In the middle of the Me Too movement, that was a horrible look for Dex, and I think that is what separated him from the class he was in a negative way. That was the look that would have put Famous Dex over the top, but things just wasn't meant to be, and a poorly raised nature came back to be the reason. Stunt number 3, too much drugs. And finally, I think a reason Famous Dex has not become the artist his potential had in store is because of the pattern of drug abuse he often finds himself entangled with that's gotten worse over time. I'm not a psychologist, but honestly, I think after Dex didn't make the 2016, 17, nor 2018 XXL list, he just couldn't live with that without resorting to more and more drugs. Think about what he watched happen. In 2016, he was one of the hottest new rappers, releasing 5 mixtapes in just that year. But he watched as Uzi, 21, Yachty, and Kodak all make the cover. All good, no biggie, next year, right? His assault was captured on video later in the year after the 2016 release and caused him to miss 2017 as well, which was the last ride to another level in music for DEX. The Cardis, Ugly Gods, XXX, Made in Tokyo, A Boogie, and last line of Mumble rappers were selected, and they, along with the 2016 class for the most part, went on to not just getting on status, which it still feels Famous Dex is stuck in. It killed him not to board either of those trains. He reportedly started doing lots of Xanax and whatever drugs and began looking completely out of it in interviews until in 2020 he had to enter rehab. Interesting news, because before then Dex was cold for a few years, and this was the most publicity he's seen in a while. Credit to him, his album Dex Meets Dexter did drop in 2018 and actually went gold. But by 2022, he's in and out of rehab, becoming known as the face of what not to do as far as drugs and music. All in all, I hope Dex does get the help he needs. Yes, he missed his boat, and most his peers went on to become highly successful in their own right, but he has to understand he can still be great. Not all his music is for me, but from what I've heard, I can't say he's complete trash and there's not a lane for him, because there is. He just has to get clean to see it. Salute to Famous Dex, much respect, but for these reasons, his growth was stunted. It's your boy JC, Stunted Growth Music, and I'm out.